Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, thank you. We are the Jammin Jews. Thank you for coming tonight to honor the Jammin Jews. So, thank you. Thank you. So throughout tonight's service, you're going to be hearing a little bit from each one of us about how we came to the band and how the band came to be. And I'm going first. So, I moved to St. Petersburg in 2002, and I served Temple B'nai Israel as their song leader and soloist for 2 years. At that time, Temple Beth-El had a wonderfully talented and dynamic music leader, Sharon Brown, who many of you remember, who became one of my very good friends. When Sharon moved away and the cantor hired in her place didn't work out, Rabbi Torah approached me to take on the High Holy Days, lead Shabbat music a few times a month, and join the Jammin Jews. So the core group at that time had already been playing together for many years, so understandably there was some skepticism on both sides when I joined the group. So what I brought to the band was material that I'd picked up from many years in NIFTY, the youth movement, Jewish summer camp, and serving other congregations. Lance may deny this now, but at the time he thought I was a genius. Yeah. In the nearly 2 decades that have passed since, this band has become like family to me. I know you like it when I cry, so this band has become like family. We've had many, many, many happy moments together, such as when the band played at my daughter's baby naming and when I sang at John's daughter's wedding. Rebecca and I shared a room, actually shared a bed together on a momentum journey to Israel last year, and we sang in every city that we visited. We've also had devastating lows, including divorce, illness, funerals, and Shiva. Through it all, though, we held it together, we showed up for each other, and the band played on. So I want to thank Rabbi Mangold for having this idea, and for all of you for honoring the Jammin Jews tonight. The honor truly is mine.
Thank you so much for sharing. And that opening song, it was so powerful.
Thank you.
I loved
Or in
that.
Feliza Zohar. They live in the Galilee.
Well, I want to thank you all so much for coming tonight as we honor the Jammin Jews. I was hoping we would get a good crowd, and I'm so grateful that you all chose to be here tonight because they give us so much, and I hope that we can share our gratitude with them tonight and always. And so for our candle lighting, it is a great honor to invite Barbara and Rebecca to light the candles together. We turn to page 2.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Thank you. And now you can light the candles, one of you. Yeah, you got a guitar.
Which is why I didn't want to do it. Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher Yirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'ha'adlikner v'tzivanu v'tzivanu le'ha'adlikner shel Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. That setting is by Stacy Byer. Now I feel like I should tell you every song. That setting is by Stacy Byer, who I grew up with in Nashville.
Oh my, I didn't know you grew up with
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. And now we would love to call John and Sue to lead us in the Kiddush. And we invite you to please rise on page 5. Do you want?
Yep. Can I have a deed? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kadsho b'yava uvratzon b'nhilanu zikaron l'man savory sheet. Kibuyam tehila, lemikroe kodesh. Zehet siyat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta, tanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim. Shabbat kachepah, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
L'chaim. Thank you so much. Please be seated, and we are eager, John, to hear your words now.
Oh, yeah. So I'm John Rosenbluth. I'm actually the new guy up here, or relatively speaking, the new guy. I joined the band in 2007. That was 2 years after Lance helped me pick out my first guitar at the Sam Ash Music Store in Clearwater. Now, I wasn't particularly talented, and it showed, but I did know a few chords, and I could keep a rhythm. So I guess they figured I could be hidden effectively in the whole mix up here. So it turns out the real reason that I was asked to join the band became readily apparent. It was the rookie hazing, okay? They needed a rookie. You know, like in the NFL, where the rookies come in and you have to carry the veterans' pads, or you clean up his dishes from the lunch table. Well, it's that kind of stuff. And back in the day, we didn't have Greg, who's sitting in the back here, to set up for us and take down. So it turned out that it wasn't long before it occurred to me that that was going to become my responsibility. And so it meant getting here a little earlier and staying a little later. But I will admit that it carried the added bonus of me learning how to set up an amplification system. And that was really very important and invaluable to me. Now, at one point, I asked if I could have a vocal microphone. And to which Lance replied, "Giving Rosenbluth a mic is like giving a squirrel a handgun."
That does not sound like me.
I'm still not exactly sure what that meant, but at this point, I got one. So my
A
hazing...
squirrel or a handgun?
You'll find out.
It's a squirrel.
So my hazing phase has continued for the next 17 years. I no longer have to set up and break down, but I could if necessary. What I do is I have set up our website, jamminjews.rocks, and am that site's administrator. I host and monitor the band's email address, which is jamminjews.gmail. And I also host and am the administrator for the Facebook page, which is Jammin Jews. So I actively seek engagements for the band, both religious and otherwise. Now, we have played many gigs together over the years, both as happy occasions, and unfortunately sad remembrances too. And with each, I've grown closer to both my Judaism and to those I share the bema with tonight. I thank the congregation for your appreciation and support. Without that, our efforts up here would truly be meaningless. And, oh, by the way, I have always been Barbara's favorite.
Thank you so much, Sean.
You're welcome.
We're going to turn now to Lecha Dodi on page 20, celebrating Shabbat like a beautiful wedding.
Setting by Abby Ruttenberg, who lives in Toronto. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. La 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 Dodi. La 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 la. La 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 B'nai Shabbat. B'nai Shabbat B'kam. La 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 Dodi. La 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 la.
We turn to the Hatzi Kaddish, page 26.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba B'yomad rakute v'yamlik malkute Bercha hayekon uv'yomechon Uv'kayedeko beit Yisrael Bahagala Ubizman kariv V'meru Amen Yehesh me Rabba mevorak Le'olam omechamaya Yitbarak Yitbarak V'yishtabak V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitalem V'yitalal Shemei dekudasham berichu Lahelam min kol berata v'shehirata Dush b'chata v'nechemata Dahamikin ran mi'ahoma V'meru Amen.
We turn to the Baruch Hu, our call to worship, page 28. Please be seated. We now call Stephen Miller to share some words. Thank you.
Hi. So, Barbara, that was gorgeous. Thank you. John, I have no recollection of anything that you mentioned. Certainly not. Anyway, my name is Stephen, and I know many of you, but mostly I think I know the folks who sit over here on this side. Because customarily, everybody, with the exception of high holidays, when you ask your friend to save a seat, you generally opt for the same row or pretty close to it. I don't know so many of you folks. But that is because they stick me in the back, and then there's this thing too. So we struggle with that. So way back there, I play the bass guitar, and for those of you who don't recall, that's the electric version of the big thing that's about as big as a Volkswagen, if you remember, but it's not. In the musical spectrum of things, the bass occupies the low register, the bottom. I prefer to call it the soulful portion. The other instruments, picture a flock of seagulls at the beach, screeching and screaming over a piece of bread. That's them fighting to find the one spot that they can each grab onto. At the same time, I might add, the bass, on the other hand, the sexy bottom. I think we can agree. Yeah, no doubt. Little historical context. I moved to Florida in '84. Prior to that, I lived in New England. I grew up in Connecticut, about 2 blocks away from a fellow who was rabbi here at Temple Beth-El. Does anyone remember Rabbi Moak? Exactly. And if you don't, he's one of the serious-looking guys in the hallway. Just go down and look at the picture. You'll find him down there. Anyway, our families were friendly. We grew up together. As I said, I moved down here in '84. In the early '90s, I got a call saying, "You remember Steve Moak? I think he's going to be installed as rabbi at some Reform temple over in St. Pete." So Terry and I figured, what the heck, this could be kind of fun. Came over here, surprised Steve, surprised his mom and dad as well, too, and then we left. Who knew, but in '97, we moved back here to Pinellas County. Shortly thereafter, after that, Steve Moak called me up and said, "You're a professional musician, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I've got a couple other guys who play. Why don't we get a few together and maybe we'll do a contemporary service?" I said, "Absolutely." I hung up the phone and said, "What have I done? This is going to be horrible." I had a vision that didn't quite sync up with what you're hearing tonight, let's just say, to be generous. So we got together, we did a few services, and again the rabbi came back to us and said, "I think people kind of like this. Why don't we keep doing it?" Again, the horrible mistake. Sure, why don't we? I think it's been, 125 years or something since then. But he decided we could act like a group, and a group needs a name. So he challenged us to come up with something that would be appropriate. Never wanted to miss an opportunity. I jumped all over that. And came back to him and said, "You know, Rabbi, there's a hip-hop or a rap group known as NWA. And how about we call ourselves JWA, Jews with Attitude?" Forgetting the fact that he had teenage kids at home. He came back about a day later and said, no, that ain't gonna work. So second plan was Jammin Jews, and so here we sit. I came up with that. It has been a wonderful, wonderful ride, no question. And I really want to thank you folks for the privilege of doing what it is we do. There are a couple things I do want you to take away with you. Number one, many of you have tripped us or come up to us at some point in the past and said, "Thank you for what you're doing. It means a lot to us," whether it heightens the worship experience or keeps you awake, I don't know. But there was gratitude there. And I responded, going all the way back, the same way that I still do, which is, oh no, we enjoy it. We thoroughly enjoy doing this for you folks. It means a lot to us to be involved in this experience. Second thing that I want you to take away is we can see you, okay? I don't know if you're aware of this, but we're staring right at you the whole time. So if your kids are rambunctious or your husband's in a foul mood, and you shush them or you backhand them or you nod off or something like that, we see everything. And we don't forget any of it either, too. So therefore, it's good to see you.
Wow, I'm learning so much. I love the behind the scenes, right? We're going to now turn to the Shema on page 34, led by David Barris. Please rise if it is your custom.
I don't know.
Yasher Koach, thank you. Please be seated. We turn to V'ahavta.
את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבדך ודיברת בהם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאחות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך ובטבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוקים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם amen.
Together at the top of page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
1, 2, 3, 4. That setting is Dan Nichols.
We love
You knew
Dan
that.
Nichols.
Yeah, you know.
Love Dan Nichols.
Also lived in Nashville.
And now we would love to hear from you, Lance. Careful for that bottle.
You could do it from there if you want. Or, okay, why not?
Okay, I'll be short. What? These people can just cannot handle a straight line, I guess. Anyhow, been here a long time. As a matter of fact, John and I grew up here. We were both, you were bar mitzvahed here, weren't you? And confirmed. Both of us were bar mitzvahed and confirmed here. That's back when God wore knee pants. I think it was between the 5th and the 6th day, technically. And so that was when Rabbi Susskind was here, if anybody remembers Rabbi Susskind. Yes, yes. So back in the original band also was Steve Garskoff over there. Yes, an original JJ. So, of course, over the years we have seen many, many cantors and rabbis and temple presidents come through here. So many cantors, as a matter of fact, that I have some of these songs in 5 or 6 different keys. When we started out, you know, it was really doing it for the joy of playing with friends. And very dear friends they have been and still are and still will be. But as Stephen was mentioning, you know, throughout the years, people have come up to us and thanked us and expressed their gratitude for our being here. And if we've had even the least bit effect of raising people's spirituality or allowing them to touch the divine in some kind of fashion, then it's been all worth it. Thanks.
We turn now to page 42 for Hashkivenu.
He's leading it, so give him a second. Yeah. This is the one that if we don't do it, people after the service say to me, "Why didn't you do Hashkivenu?"
They really miss it.
This setting is by Craig Taubman. Ready?
Thank you so much. We invite you to now please rise and body your spirit for our tefillah, page 46.
La da da, la da da, la da 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 da, la da da, la da 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 da, la da da, la da da, la da 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 da, la da da, la da 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 da. A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat has arrived in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night, and eternity utters a day, and eternity honors a day. Adonai Svatai Tiftach Ufi Yagitahi Lateka. Adonai Svatai Tiftach Ufi Yagitahi Lateka. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Velohei Avotenu B'imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'Koneh HaKol V'Zocher Hasei Avot V'Ma'ot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nechem L'Ma'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'etzrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mekayeh HaKol atah Rav L'Choshia Mohorid HaTahal Mechahel Hayim Bechesed Mekayeh HaKol Berakamim Rabim Sohomek Noflim Mirofei Koholim Umatir Asurim Umekayeh Emunato Lishene Afar Michamocha Ba'o Givurot Umidom Elach Melech Meimi Dumakayeh Umas Miyak Yeshua V'Demana Talakayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mekayeh HaKol Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh Kedoshim B'Kol Yom L'Kachalu HaSela Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. We now call Douglas Lichterman to share some words.
Thank you very much. When I first came to St. Petersburg, I started to teach guitar full-time, and in my efforts to get work anywhere and everywhere, one of the things I did was start a guitar class, a group guitar class at the Jewish Community Center that used to be on Central Avenue. And one of the students in my class was Gideon Torup. And one day the rabbi came to pick Gideon up after class, and he said, I've been instructed to ask you if you could come to our temple and play some, he's looking at a piece of paper, psychedelic electric guitar solos? Because we're having this special 60s service for Purim. And I said, well, you have come to the right person. So, and he said, you'll be joining our group, the Jammin Jews. And I said, Jammin Jews, I love that. So I got here, and the Jammin Jews, all fantastic musicians and all, used to playing with each other, not at all used to playing with me or an electric guitar player, were very accommodating and sweet. And afterwards, they invited me to join the group. And there were already 2 guitar players, but there were no drummers. And since my other instrument is drums, that's what I decided would be my best contribution. So it's been wonderful to be part of this community. You'd be embraced by the Jammin Jews and by everybody here. And I've really loved my time playing here, and just want to say thank you very much.
Well, we're going to have a little lesson about music. By the way, my name is David Barris. I'm sort of the Ringo Starr of the band. You see, I missed the very first session, and that's like Pete Best. He was there for the very first session of the Beatles, and then I came in afterwards, Ringo Starr. So I was wondering, a lot about Jewish music seems to be in the minor keys. Now, you may not be familiar with minor keys and major keys, so I've asked John. John, could you play us an E major key, please? E major key chord, yes. Everybody hear that, how sweet that sounds? Now, John, can you play us an E minor key chord, please? E minor. Can you tell the difference? It's Jewish. As soon as you hear that minor, it's Jewish. Right? Almost every song. However, I wanted to actually take you back into history to really understand sort of the origins of the music here. So, 800 years ago, Middle Ages, music was greatly influenced, especially minor key music, by Eastern European Jews. Now, Eastern European Jews had gone through terrible pogroms, cruelty, oppression, and also a need for caution, since they've always been in the minority.
That's a joke?
It gets better, Lance. I've worked on it. So now, imagine, 4,000 years ago, Moses and the Hebrews. In fact, Moses and the Hebrews was one of the best bands that came out from Egypt. And in fact, he had the first top 10 hits called the Top 10 Plague Songs. But we actually get something from Moses that a lot of us didn't realize. For example, he taught us about alternating major and minor keys in his songs. For example, you might have heard this song. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt town. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Did you hear that, how it alternated? There was a minor and major. Anyway, let's go further back. 5,000 years ago, we find Abraham. Abraham was the first Mesopotamian Idol Award winner. But Abraham was directed to go to the mountaintop to sacrifice his son Isaac. God was testing him. And Moses came up with the first singing telegram. Why must you take my son Isaac? Stop. Why must I give him up? Stop. There must be other animals on the mountaintop. Stop. I'm totally devoted to you, God. Stop. Your first Jew loved Abraham. But God sends an angel and tells Abraham, look, you don't have to sacrifice your son Isaac. In the thicket there is a ram. Go get that ram. Well, according to, I did further research, and according to Rabbi Never Been There, even the ram had a special devotional song to him. And it goes like this. Ba, 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 ram. Ba, 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 ram. Ba, 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 here I am. Abraham. Well, you know the rest of the song. Wait a second. Wait. What's this? I'm reading breaking news. World famous archaeologist and hip hop artist Wikipedia has unearthed the first caveman story song with actual Jewish tropes. You know how they put it on the music? It was etched in the cave walls with actual Jewish tropes that are 25,000 years ago. He has written it out so I can sing it for you. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're the Stone Age Jewish family. Wait, and there's even more, because in that same cave was the very first nigun. Now, you know, a nigun, Jewish word for songs without words. And here it is. Now, I'm going to sing the first 2 verses, and you'll get the idea, and you're going to sing the 3rd verse. This is how Barbara does it all the time, right? You sing the first 2 verses, and then I'll sing the 2, and then you sing the 3rd. Are you ready? This is the first nigun ever recorded. Yabba dabba do. Yabba dabba do. Everybody. Yabba dabba do. Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Anyway, that is the history of Jewish music. It's short and incomplete, but I'm sure you enjoyed it. Anyway, I would also like to tell you what a pleasure it's been, and indeed to make music with all my brother and sister Jammin Jew musicians. Over the years, it's really been an honor and a pleasure. And not only playing music, but enhancing our Sabbath and our high holiday services. So thank you very much, and Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much. More education. We come here for worship and for learning, so thank you. And now we are going to take a moment, each of us, to think about what we're feeling grateful for at this time. I know many of you are very grateful for the Jammin Jews, so I want you to send them that love so that they can feel that love from all of you as we sing together Modim on page 60.
She'atahu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Elohei Avoteinu Ve'imotenu Le'olam Va'ed. Sur Chayenu Mahakei Yishenu Atahu Ledor Vador Sur Chayenu Mahakei Yishenu hu ledor vador. Shalom Rav al Yisrael, Am Hadasi Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, Umelech Adon lecho hashalom. Tzur chayenu mahagei yishenu. Atahu ledor vador. Tzur chayenu mahagei yishenu. Atahu ledor vador.
We take time now to pray for all of those who are in need of healing, including Judith Alstetter, Leah Brady, Sorrel Carter, Ruth Cohen, Sarah Gastman, Jamie Jocelyn, Joel Newberg, Jessica Becker, Michael Ben Yankel Vapisha, Svi Dov Ben Benjamin Vashendel, Deanna Suskin, Julie Weaver, Andrea Weinberg, David Weinberg, Janice Anderson Graham, John Annis, Madeline Arabia, Semin Auerbach, Sonja Ballin, David Brady, Patty Bregman, Michael Buckholtz, Mariah Sklar Cardoso, Eureka Cowling, Stephen Ezrick, Kate Fagan, Herb Fisher, Shelley Fletcher, Helen Foreman, Alyssa Freeman, Robert Friedman, Jordana Fuller, Robert Gilner, Terry Gilner, Stephen Goldstein, Gianna Grigsby, Diana Hart, Sally Israel, Matthew Katz, Stephen Kerr, Goran Kitchick, Nicole Krasner, Nancy Lambert, Israel Ben Leib, Mark Lyman, Angela Merceret, Clark Moore, Susan Nash, Mark Perkins, Harris Plotnick, Robert Joseph Pratt, Steve Rice, Alana Frank Savader, Betty Schroeder, Ron Seidel, Lori Sarah, Stan Silverberg, Deanza Smith, Liviana Soltzer, Eugenia Wands, Pete Wanek, Valerie Welch, Jeanette Wilborn, Matthew Sternberg Yee. If you are praying for someone in need of healing, please hold them in your heart now as we turn to Mi Sheberach on page 253.
Mikor Abraham,
to share with our community now.
I have the shortest commute, and it's still a little tricky. Well, Shabbat Shalom. My name is Rebecca Zapin Douglas. It's hard to believe, but come this fall, it will be 10 years that I've been playing with the Jammin Jews. How did it all begin? Well, it was Sunday, September 7th, 2014. I really need to clear out my calendar, but it was there. And I was playing as a jazz duo as a surprise birthday gift for the lovely Rabbi Danielle Upbin of Congregation Beth Shalom. So I was performing on voice and violin, and I was accompanied by guitarist LaRue Nicholson, when a lovely, smiling lady walks over to me and asks if she might borrow my mic to share a song. And that was Barbara Mazer. So I let her use my mic, and I asked her, does she want me to jump in on violin? She says, you can do that. Just jump in and improvise. And I say, sure. So not long after that, Barbara invited me to sit in with the Jammin Jews. I was introduced to Rabbi Torah, and things happened quickly. Less than 2 weeks later, we had rehearsed, and I was playing at the September 2014 Friday Night Live service. There's a lot that's happened in those nearly 10 years. The birth of my second child, my daughter, battling breast cancer, dealing with a pandemic, as we all did, and as Barbara mentioned, traveling to Israel on a momentum trip. So month after month, year after year, my time playing with the Jammin Jews is a shining, healing time spent combining the two most integral parts of who I am, a Jew and a musician. So thank you so much, Jammin Jews. Thank you so much, Temple Beth-El, and Shabbat Shalom.
Please take a moment of silent prayer now, and then we will return with one of our favorites, Peace, by Rebecca. thank you all so much for the many gifts that you've given to our community, and especially to me. These are always my favorite services. Every month I look forward to when the Jammin Jews will be here because I know that my own prayers are going to be elevated. For me, the music is what really helps me to connect to God and to be able to just let go and zone out. And you guys give me that gift, and I know that you give it to so many people here as well. There's a reason that a lot more people come on nights when you're here, and it's not just that I give better sermons on those nights. I think you know that you really raise our attendance because this is how a lot of people in our community want to pray. And a lot of us say during these services, oh, why can't it be like this every week? And I think that's what a lot of us wish. I know that is not possible because it takes a lot of work and time from you. But I want you to know, I want you to know that a lot of people, these are their favorite services, and this is what gets them to come to Temple. And I hope you also know that there's so many ripple effects from the work that you do. People come here and they have a meaningful experience. They're able to draw comfort. They're able to draw peace. They're able to be inspired and go out and be better people in the world because of a connection that you helped them to create. So you will never know the many ripple effects of your hard work, but I hope that you can just begin to imagine and to understand that you do more than you know, but you uplift all of us. And I know that a lot of people here are just feeling such gratitude for the gift that you give us. Everybody brings something different to synagogue, and bringing a musical talent, it means a lot, but you bring more than entertainment. You bring us spirituality, and you bring us a connection to something bigger than ourselves. So please, we pray that you will keep on coming and keep on sharing your joy and your spirit for what you do, and that you always feel appreciated and valued in our community. God bless you all. We love you. I want to invite everyone to please rise now for Aleinu on page 282. And we don't have anyone special.
David is special? Yes, okay.
I'd like to invite Al to please come on up to open the ark with David, because Al is celebrating a very meaningful milestone. And I would love if you're comfortable, for you to share with the community what we're celebrating.
Hi, everybody. On Monday, I will be graduating from Johns Hopkins University with a master's degree in research administration.
Mazel tov, Al. Will you do the honors?
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gerula l'yotzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'yei haratzon, velo hasamanu k'mishpachot adama, shelo sam kalhenu kahem, vegohar aleinu k'chol hamonam, va'anaknu karim, umishtakavim u'modim, lifnei melech, Mahei Hamlakim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'ne'emar V'haya Adonai Le'melech al kol ha'aretz Bayom ha'hu Yekeh Adonai echad U'shemo echad.
Please remain standing as we remember those dear loved ones in our community who have died. We remember those who have died recently, Shirley Snitz and Milton Teichman. We commemorate the yard sites of the following loved ones: Dr. Philip Benjamin, Meyer Bronstein, Ann Bryan, Donald Burnett, Stanley Michael Kaplan, Theodore Carr, Adele Cohen, Elizabeth Edmonds, Robert Efren, Yetta Footnick, Harry Fryman, Benjamin Leon, Henry Gilbert, Herman Graham, Daisy Greenfield, Helen Klein, Jeffrey Kramer, Louis Lax, Moshe Lieb Alter Levine, Joseph Lieberman, Gilda Mechem, Dorothy Wolf Miller, Julia Mizrahi, Fanny Radofsky, Samuel Sagner, Stella Sachs, Carl Schlitt, Jacob Siegel, Regina Siegel, Arlene Verona, Maxine Wells, Abraham Wolf. Miles Tralins, Mayor Ben Shalom, Herman DeBoe. If you are remembering a loved one and you'd like to share their name aloud or in your heart, please do so as my arm passes through. Holding them all in our hearts, we pray together the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'yizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehesh me rabba mevarach le'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Da miran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May their memories always be for a blessing. Please be seated. And now we call up our president, Mike Shapiro, to share some words and some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I want to comment on something I just saw. Sometimes being temple president is a lot of work, and sometimes I wonder, is it really, really worth it? We have some visitors who came tonight, and they came for the first time to say Kaddish for someone that was really important to their family. And the fact that we were here, they were able to come and say Kaddish for him. And I watched you guys from the back, and I know how important that was. So I'm really grateful that you came, and I'm really grateful for this congregation that you do everything you can to make sure that we're still here so people have a place to come when they need to on a time like that. So you guys are really welcome. Please join us afterwards for the oneg. And I just want to tell you that I'm really glad you came tonight. I also wanted to say, wow. David, your Shema was awesome. And I didn't know, Lance, I didn't know whether to clap or cry after Husky Vayner. It was just, everything about it was just pretty amazing. I've got some announcements to make, I guess. But I want to make two announcements that have nothing to do with the temple. May 25th at Masteries on St. Pete Beach, Stephen Miller and Roy Applebaum, another member of our temple, are going to be performing. So if you are available on, is that a Saturday night? Yeah, if you guys are available on a Saturday night, May 25th at Masteries on the beach, you can go and hear Stephen and Roy play. And if you have not heard them, I encourage you to go. They are, Stephen, what time are you guys playing? They're playing 7 to 10. That's Masteries on St. Pete Beach. And then, David, if I can put you on the spot for a second, can you and maybe the JJs just give me the opening to take me out to the ball game? And if you guys can help, David, feel free. Feel free to sing. Now, that's not our closing hymn. That's not our closing song. And
That's
so,
great. Do you know Bohemian Rhapsody?
Right. So why on earth would I ask the band to play Take Me Out to the Ball Game? So we have another announcement to make. Let me get my notes here to make sure I don't mess this up. Wednesday, May 22nd, Tampa Bay Rays versus the Boston Red Sox at the Trop, and proceeds from the game will support the Florida Holocaust Museum. So if you can go to the game, please go, because know that you're also supporting the Holocaust Museum. And get there about 30 minutes before the game starts. I think it's a 6:50 start, right? 6:50 start. So you want to get there around 6 or 6:15, because someone special is going to be throwing out the first pitch, and that would be Ibby Barris. That's Dave's mom. And if you don't know Dave's mom is 96 years old. And when she was 15 years old, am I correct, 15? 16, her family was taken to Auschwitz. And Ibby is a Holocaust survivor. And if my numbers are correct, if I understand it correctly, there were only 2 families out of 15,000 people, 3 out of 15,000 that survived Auschwitz, and Ibby was one of them. So she's a pretty amazing woman. She's 96 years old. I first met Ibby, it's got to be over 30 years ago, and I walked into David's house, and he wanted to introduce me to his mom, and we walked up, and David said, "Mom, this is Michael." And she grabbed me by the cheeks, and she said, "You're the Jewish one." Yes, I am. Anyway, so please, Holocaust game on the Wednesday, and then Masteries on the Saturday, and then back to Temple Beth-El. Tomorrow morning is a Torah study and a service here, and then Sunday there's the last day of Sunday school, and there's Tefillah with Rabbi Mangold, and there's the Fast Assembly here on Monday night. If you don't know what FAST is, it's an organization of all religious organizations in the city, and they're having their big assembly here on Monday night. That's 7 o'clock. And Tuesday, TBE walks. So if you're a walker, join Rabbi Mangold. Where are you guys walking this week?
At the pier.
At the pier. At what time? 9 o'clock at the pier. So if you're downtown at 9 o'clock, you want to walk with Rabbi and friends, please join her there. And finally, on Wednesday, there is the book club. We've thanked a lot of people tonight, but there's some people I want to give one last shout out to before I say goodnight. And sitting in the back is MJ and Terry and Sue, and down front is Mary Jo. Those are the spouses of some of the JJs that are here tonight. And for all the years that these guys have been playing, they all have been coming and supporting them. So let's give a shout out to them. Shabbat Shalom.
So after our closing song, we're going to have the opportunity to go into the social hall for some light snacks and special treats for an oneg to celebrate you guys. So with all that gratitude that you have in your hearts, please, I encourage you to stay and share with them some of your favorite songs, some of the most meaningful moments that they have given you. Because as a lot of them said, it really does make them feel really good to hear what they're accomplishing up here. So let's turn to our closing song, Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom,
Oseh Shalom,
Bimrama,
Bimrama,
Oseh Shalom,
Oseh Shalom,
Bimrama,
Bimrama,
Uyaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al kol Israel, Yoshvei Tevel, Vimru shalom.
Oh, say shalom.
Bimroma.
Bimroma.
Oh, say shalom.
Oh, say shalom.
Bimroma.
Bimroma.
Huya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol Yoshvei tevel. Vimru amen. Yehu l'ratzon imrefi Egyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri V'goali Oseh shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.